We have this phrase, communities feel magical, but they don't come together by magic.
Communities, we think at their, at their finest, are truly creating ways for people to participate and take up challenges they didn't think that they could alone.
I can feel so electric to be in a benevolent, uplifting, positive environment with a group of people who share a belief, share a passion with you. But it actually takes someone raising their hand and saying, I'm going to organize this. For us, a community is a group of people who keep coming together about something they care about. So that implies two things. One is that you didn't just do this once. It's something that you keep showing up to with a group of people. There's consistency. And it also implies a passion point. So there's something you really care about, whether it's a cause you care about, an activity that you love, a hobby that you have. That's not this sort of like passive association. I think an audience is more of a passive association. It's a one-way street. Or I may happen to live in a neighborhood in Brooklyn, but not really engage in it. And so we wouldn't use the word community for that. We would use the word community for something that you're an integral, active participant in, instead of just sort of receiving or passively involved in.
Just like kind of building a fire, we believe that there's an order of operations you can follow to cultivate communities that burn bright. The first stage is what we call sparking the flame, and that's just about starting your community and getting people together. It comes down to pinpointing who you want to bring together, why this community should exist, doing something together and figuring out ways to get people talking, just to really gather that first group of people and have them start to realize the purpose of the group.
Stoking the fire is that moment when you start to grow and you're like, wow, there's a lot of people in this room. Is this still valuable for everyone? Do we all still feel like that sense of unity even as we get larger? And also that's the moment where listening becomes really important. You're no longer maybe just a small handful of people that you know really well. There's going to be people joining your group you may not know, or might be different profiles or personalities than what you started with. And so we help people learn a little bit more about how to tune in and listen so that you can truly continue to reflect the group of people that are in your community.
Pass the torch is about taking responsibility as a leader to create more leaders. It's about how do you grow your community, not just in size, but continue to evolve into a resilient community that can adapt to new challenges and adapt to how the world is changing. Create new roles for people who are raising their hand within the community, develop more leadership, supercharge those leaders, and eventually just celebrate what you've accomplished together and how you want to move forward.
This book is not about theory or like pontification about why this is important. This book is more of like a cookbook. Like if you want to go do this in the world, if you want to bring a community into your life, whether you're organizing or joining, this book is like straightforward, fun, and will help you just get started or keep going. So this is all about action. There's also like a very powerful societal case for this. Basically, America used to be a country of joiners. We were all like in Elks Lodges and bowling leagues, and in the last like 30 to 50 years, that's slowed down. And when people are interacting with strangers, with people who are not like them, that is the atomic unit of democracy. And if we don't do that, if we don't get to know each other, if we don't spend time with people that don't look like us or have the exact background as us, it's going to affect our social fabric.
Interacting with the things we're building, if we look at them as communities, it will lead to making our businesses more purposeful. I think it can make our personal lives more meaningful. I think it can make our civic society more engaged. And I think it can make our empathy for other human beings more real. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.